Shawty pulling up with a real bad, bad. You too. Dripping my swag. About tag on I got it in the bag, man. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a back in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My presence disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to Dustin? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new Bay alert, gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green. As the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel, they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The Packers and Falcons, they've had some memorable encounters in recent years. They met at the Georgia Dome in the 2016 NFC Championship game won by Atlanta, as well as the first regular season game at the new Mercedes-Benz Dome. That game also won by the Falcons 34-23, so revenge on the minds of the green and gold here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, let's do this.
Right. 319.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Hey, 626. Get reset. Hey, easy. Yeah, Liz. Zoom. 319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 58. Right.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into double
Hey,
coverage, and it's
that's my
intercepted.
linebacker, rookie. Let's go,
Picked
man.
off at the 24. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan.
Touchdown,
and he'll
really.
take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, 30 yards. And the Falcons have...
Yo, Soldier. Don't you got the Chargers in New World?
Here's Bryant to kick it away.
I'll play you next week. Yeah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the
I ain't
end
that good with
zone
them
for a
Browns,
touchback.
so I'm going to let you know,
Offense
bro.
now ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that
my
out the
last
window?
2 wins in there, I went off last-second field goal, driving 50 seconds in a minute in the
totally
game.
didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way. I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Terrell McClain.
Man, my D-tackle, my other D-tackle, not Garrett, man, that motherfucker be getting sacks, and he's sorry as a motherfucker, bro. Man, V, who you talking to, bro?
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Snap comes at 1. The left side throw complete to Adams. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Tack McKinley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Ridley.
Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams.
Oh, you got 2 quesos? What kind of build you build? Oh, you ain't got to that part yet. Yeah. You said a small forward or a center? I go. If you're trying to run with us, soldiers, sometimes I would go with a center, G. We got plenty of guards and small forwards. Cause my second play I'm making gonna be a big man, cause there's so many motherfucking guards. Racking them is like shooting guards, and then what's the name? Top of small
gain, 16
forward.
yards there and a 1st down again.
Running with the other dude, the shooting guard.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was
Really,
off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A very solid gain of 27.
Whole problem out here. So
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Throw right side caught by Ridley. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep.
Really?
This is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now Rodgers flushed out right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the four. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And Crosby puts it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, he slipped right by him. And another juke. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal, and the way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Uncle, over here.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
You making a powerful.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and he's going to have the first down.
You got the pause on.
Yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. Forced out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mike Daniels, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return.
No, all you need is probably $100 pay. All you need is $195 to get them to 85.
The field.
And then
I guess
you
they
might,
feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
You know, you might want to put boost on them, so you know, at least 100. You probably put. I spent at least 100, bro, more, bro.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, yes, that was good pressure applied that time by the defensive unit. They forced him out wide to his left, but with nobody home, he decided to tuck it and go, and he's able to turn it into a short gain.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And is it 100?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
I really like this 2K, though.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
It should just be on there.
They needed to make a break here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep. They've got his man complete.
Really just caught
and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Being chased out left. He finds Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Touchdown, really.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The Green Bay offense now ready to take possession here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Operating from the gun. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
319. 8626. Jumbo.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective, is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Rodgers will try again on second down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking deep for it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Flush to his right. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Now last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. After that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Ryan. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. Gets around him. Oh, now he blows him over. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go. 58.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know,
and the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Ryan, he's going to fire one deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And they will not be able to hook up there it's incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, wait. 20. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunity.
And now here is another. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He got 29 yards that time. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. Now he'll escape to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Forced out to his left. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off for this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Yo, V. You hear the nigga kind of snitching on himself, bro?
Jumbo!
Hey, niggas is crazy.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that.
Oh, so he hate me. He hate me was in here.
There, right? No up tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. Always got some breathing room. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Kelly, one left, Kelly. Hurry up, hurry up.
21-3.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
Bullshit.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him on.
And now here is another interception. First career hit for the rookie Josh Jackson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
You gotta watch his broadcast, but you even go to the game before that, first quarter with the Steelers, bro, and watch that shit. It was like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. That first quarter was crazy, bro. That was tough fight. Yeah, but it started working once I just restarted it.